Listen, we coming to you live once again. We've been pretty consistent with this. This is actually fun. I love it. So, I'm actually chilling, looking at some articles. I try to catch at least 4 or 5 articles a day. This actually helps me keep in touch with what's going on in society. One of my favorite resources to look at articles is the Wall Street Journal. It don't get no better than that newspaper. And I say newspaper because I actually do receive a subscription of newspapers. They deliver them 3 times a week. Sometimes it can be a little excessive, but I love it. I love the Wall Street Journal. It's a little pricey, but it's very direct to the point. It's organized. Like if you go to the website, because I do have the digital subscription as well, and if you are a member of Wall Street Journal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They release the tea. They let you know what's going on worldwide. Business wise, they have a nice platform for businesses. Now, I just came across the interesting article about Amazon. And so it's raising a red flag to me. I covered this before, the way that I feel about Amazon. And being in HR, you kind of look at companies a lot different when it comes to like their hiring strategies, like when they're laying people off, or you know, when they're budget cutting companies. When they're cutting a budget, it just raises a red flag. And I think that has a lot to do with my skills being in HR. So I noticed that Amazon is back under the radar because they are planning to cut more jobs. And when we think about Amazon, we think about a big box company that came to the scene and they were like, hey, we have all of these jobs. We have all of these new locations. We need managers. We need directors. We need warehouse workers. And this is going to change the game because we have so many opportunities for everyone. And so a lot of people made changes to their lifestyle, made changes to their income, made changes to their jobs that they had for decades to go over there and work with Amazon. And now all of a sudden Amazon want to cut back on employment. They want to lay people off. And I feel like they use the manipulation strategy to get people to join the team, but then not only make things strict for a person to maintain a job, but also make it hard for someone to keep the job. So now you're laying off people. You have strict numbers to where people have to meet those numbers in order to maintain a job. So I know somebody that was working for Amazon and they were saying that they had to lift at least like a certain amount of boxes every minute. And they track it by the scan, like each box needs to be scanned. And so they make it so strict. If you don't meet that number, they have the ability to fire you. And guess what? If you don't meet those numbers and they fire you, you're not about to get unemployment. That's out the door. You're not about to get unemployment. So they have a really smart strategy. But coming from the small business era, coming from the small business standpoint, I would not recommend Amazon. I would not honor Amazon because, for one, you're taking employees from small businesses to use them, do whatever you want to do with them, and then kick them to the curb. And some people that are not paying attention, or they're not in the HR field, or some people don't even pay attention to the economy when it comes to jobs. But if you are that person who's not paying attention, we're going to pay attention for you. That's why I'm here. We're going to pay attention for you. Pay attention to these big box companies, how they make it so hard for us to maintain a job, but yet they influence us to quit other jobs. They influence us to leave our current job to come on board with them. But then they make it so strict when they're done using us, they kick us to the curb. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. And that's why a lot of people are becoming entrepreneurs, because they are waking up. They're seeing how these big companies, these big corporations are using us, putting us back in a slavery mindset. And look, this don't have anything to do with color. This does not have anything to do with color. This is just anybody who it applies to. They're using us. They're making the system so strict. Now, how do you know that I had enough sleep the night before? to come in here and lift 16 boxes every second. How do you know that I have the ability to do that every single day? Now, if that's not slavery, then what is it? That's slavery at its finest. I'm not telling people not to work there. What I'm saying is we need to open our eyes. And some of these things you can fight. You can fight, because if they fire you for not meeting those numbers, you signed up for that job, you're not going to qualify for unemployment. So let's not even allow these big box companies to get over on us like this. And people always say, well, you don't like Amazon. Why you like? I like Amazon, but when you come at it from a different standpoint, you just have a different persona about them. Like you just think different of them. And yes, they are a big company. They're very smart. They're very intelligent. So they know what they're doing. There is no way that you market that you are hiring for all of these jobs. You are a big company and you don't know what 6 months look like to be laying people off. When you rolled out that marketing campaign and said you were hiring 5,000 people for the location in this area, you knew that in another location you were laying off 15,000 people. There is no way that you're going to be a big company and don't know months down the line that you're going to lay off. You knew. So instead of you running out a campaign that you need all of these new employees, you should have been running out a campaign that we're going to be laying off these amount of employees. And in the midst of that, we're hiring for additional employees in other areas. Come on, you guys are manipulating the system. I think that Amazon needs to step it up and they need to be honest, because a lot of people are changing their lives to go work for them, but then they get laid off. Pay attention. This has happened consistently. So that's why I love the Wall Street Journal, because a lot of the articles that I feel should be highlighted, that should be going circulating all around the internet, they're not being circulated. So you have to go to Wall Street Journal to be on top of it, to see life in a different perspective, to understand what's really going on with a lot of these companies. Like SpaceX. I'm not even going to talk about SpaceX, but SpaceX is doing a rocket test right now. I'm pretty upset with that company. I invested in this company. They took a few celebrities to the space. They took a few celebrities to space, and I thought this was going to be a big hit. Come to find out, a lot of the stuff was not even true. They did some fake fraud stuff saying that they were sending celebrities to Mars and Jupiter, and they didn't even take them anywhere. I am very upset with this company. But anyways, they're saying that they're doing a rocket set test. This is a big deal, but it's not being circulated all over the internet. You're not seeing it on social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. You have to come to the real source to be connected to the source. So Wall Street Journal reported this to me. I feel a little bit better today about this company. But before I saw this article today, I was very upset with this company, being mad at this company for going on about 3 years now. So I feel a little better today. Yeah, right. No, but I'll just bring that up to mention that a lot of the articles that we should be paying attention to are not being circulated on the internet platforms that we usually go to, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. What is being seen on there is what people want you to see, and it's starting to be more like the television. Like, I'm a firm believer that TV is strictly for whoever is on the TV trying to influence you on their ideas, trying to get you on their belief system. That's what I believe. And I think the internet is turning into the same thing. That's why it's very important on who you follow on social media. Who are you connected with on social media? Because if you have bad friends in person and you have bad friends on the internet, you're going to have bad friends. So you need to not have bad friends on the internet. Like, it's very important that you follow the right people and you are being influenced by the right things, because you can get on Instagram and you can, scroll down, you can be on there for long periods of time and you would get off there thinking that you need to change your body style, or you need to lose weight, or you're not confident enough because of all the stuff you just put in your brain. All the stuff you just fed your brain, all of a sudden you hop off of social media. Now you think you got to go get surgery, or you need to lose weight, or you're not pretty enough. You need to change your hairstyle, all because of what you just seen. So you want to make sure when you're on social media that you are engaging yourself in the right information. It's that simple. So again, make sure you guys keep in touch. Make sure you guys like, share, and follow my content. We are coming with it consistently. That is the word of the day, consistently. And don't be afraid to use it. Just be consistent. Do what it is that you put in mind, and you set it forth, and you go with it.
It's the business tea, baby.